Welcome back. I'm sitting here with Dr. Sandra Adams, who is the founding senior pastor of Love Outreach Ministries. Dr. Adams, you've also founded SFA Enterprises, and there are several entities that fall within SFA Enterprises. One of those entities is Media for Studio Productions. Talk to me about how SFA Enterprises began, how your vision for that, and what Media for is.
SFA Enterprises, LLC began because of a need, I want to develop a business of my own.
Right.
A very profitable business. And I thought about broadcasting, studio. And in trying to develop this studio, I thought about the different avenues in which it could bring finances as well as help others.
Right.
In the studio, we have where you can rent the studio for whatever purpose, if you want to do plays or skits or your own personal productions. And as well, we would be doing the same thing there. We have a relationship series that's going on now, and different things of that nature. Photography, if you want to do photography or whatever. So with Media for Studios, it is developed for that purpose.
See, Dr. Adams, this is why I said in the intro that you are an innovator, because I don't know of any place in the state of Mississippi, I would even suffice it to say Alabama, that has a place where you could come, an audience could look at a live taping of a show, and in the process, take away from that show something positive that they can either apply to their lives or to the lives of someone that they know. But while Jackson is in dire need of a forum such as this, I really need the audience to understand that while this is, Media for is the space used to house your business seminars, the women networking in business that we talked about, those business conferences, the Women of Light clergy. Although Media for is designed to help you and to get the word out about the different functions and services that you have, the viewers really need to understand that they can bring their visions to reality too. So as you said, if you are a up-and-coming director or playwright, you could use Media for to come and film your play, film your skit. If you are a business professional and you want to teach a course on professional development, you could come to Media for, have that be filmed, and you could then take that DVD, your finished product, and take it out and ship it and sell it or do whatever it is you want to do. So I really need the audience to understand that.
And also, Tonya, we have the DVD or CD productions, reproductions of the tapes that they make. And I want to make notice that ministries that want to introduce their ministries, if they want to do interviews, if they want to have a talk show or whatever, they can rent the studio for those purposes.
So if a pastor is wanting to put on whatever they want to do, they can use your space and film their sermons if they choose to do so.
Yes.
Dr. Adams, that is innovative. That is innovative. Also under SFA, you have a service called Romantique. Talk to me about what that is.
Romantique is a counseling forum, information forum, where we would have married couples to come together, and we'll discuss different topics, conversation, and to bring understanding, and to bring unity and love in a marriage.
Yes, ma'am.
Because if the marriages fail, our children hurt.
Yes, they do.
They hurt real bad. So this is something we do. We have a monthly banquet and just things of fun and entertainment to kind of bring fun back into marriages.
Into marriage. I know you also, your vision as well for Romantique is that you want to have chalets where people can come and just have that private moment. Talk about that, because that's a beautiful thing.
Okay, the chalets would be type of a resort. It's like a vacation. A lot of times when you can't afford to go to the Bahamas or things of this nature, and you need time along with each other.
So you bring the Bahamas to the couple.
I bring the Bahamas to them.
That's all
and
right.
I had a vision of building what you call chalets, little houses, individual houses where they can come in and everything is just already laid out for them. And they will have that precious time
So
together.
they'll be pampered. There'll be a place for them to get a massage and a pedicure, manicure if they need it. That's beautiful, Dr. Adams. Also under SFA, we have the Sandra Adams Talk Show. And show topics will cover relationships, domestic violence, health and wellness, professional development, and so much more. Talk to us about the Sandra Adams Talk Show and what your goal is in that.
My goal for the Sandra Adams Talk Show is to get people talking to each other.
That's right.
Not at each other. To bring about understanding and communication. And I mean, those that are listening, if they would like to submit topics that they would like to discuss, if they would like to appear on that talk show, you know, we're open for suggestions.
We actually, you and I, under the Sandra Adams Talk Show, we filmed a relationship conference not too long ago. And we had a panel of 4 men that were grilled by some very educated women. I'm teasing, but I mean, the show was really good. And some of the questions that the ladies asked ranged from, you know, why do men lie and cheat? And one of the panel guests, one of the men offered that we as women set the tone for what is tolerated in a relationship. So they gave very, very good points that can be applied to a relationship. And on the flip side of that, you and I are gearing up to do the women version. So it'll be a female panel guest, and they will be speaking about what men need to know about women from the mouth of women.
From the mouth of
What is your hope and goal in having shows such as this? What do you want the audience to take away from this relationship conference?
I want them to, whatever they need, I'm believing that something will be said or an understanding will come to them.
That's right.
From something that is said in these relationship shows.
That's right.
And in that it would bring integrity to some, basically an understanding
That's right, Dr. Adams.
of life
That's all
and
we
life
need.
issues. And I'd like to mention that if they would like to see a portion of that taping, it is on the website.
That's right. And we have that www.sandraadams.org. You can go and visit, and we'll definitely have that displayed throughout the show. You also held a domestic violence forum. Speak about the guest speakers for that forum and their message of overcoming abuse, because it was a powerful message.
It was great. It was really good.
It was.
We had a mother and daughter who had been abused, wherein the mother was in the abusive relationship and the child suffered greatly.
Yes.
It was so informative, and it was so, uplifting to see that they had overcome those
Adams.
things. It was
Horrible
very,
things.
very good.
Horrible.
And we also had a policewoman to come and to teach us, how to contact the police department, how to get help, different avenues and different ways, things that would help women that are in those situations.
Exactly. Just a forum to provide education, which is what we all need. Also under SFA, you house the classroom/life class, where you will teach the Word of God. Talk about that, because I think the audience will be in for a treat.
Okay, the classroom. This is a desire in my heart, because I looked at so many people are not in churches anymore.
Right.
And they don't want to hear about God.
That's right.
So that means that they are missing out on the main ingredient that keeps them together,
That's
which is
right.
God.
That's right.
So I devised a plan to have the classroom set up in Media Force Studio, where we would have a forum where they could come. No membership is required.
So
no
important.
fees are required.
Yes, ma'am.
No dress code.
Yes, ma'am.
You're modest.
That's right.
But no
That's
no
right.
particular dress code, where they could come and the word could be taught and they could ask questions. So this is something that I believe would help a lot of people, regardless of their situation concerning churches.
I agree with that, Dr. Adams. As you've stated, there are numerous reasons why people stop going to church. But it doesn't mean that you love God any less just
Yes.
because you don't attend church. And it does not it does not mean that you don't have a belief in or a relationship with God just because you don't attend church. And as I've said to you, it's not the church that turns people off from church. It's the people that turns people off from church. And we allow who we are and our insecurities and our inadequacies and all of these things, we allow that to come through in church. And church is the main place where you are not to be judged. You want to come and just hear a word. So to have this outlet that people can come and not be judged, maybe because of their sexual orientation or maybe the life that they've lived that has maybe not been as appealing to some as it should be. To be able to come, to sit down and hear the word is what we need, because we all need love and to feel that we are loved and special by God. So to have that is an incredible forum.
You know, Tonya, it is a necessity.
It is.
Because in a setting like that, you're not judged about
That's right.
what you have, who you know, what you're driving, or where you live.
That's right.
You can just be who you really are.
Just be you.
And receive the word of God.
That's right.
You know, because all of us, pastors, teachers, fivefold ministries, we all are people, and we all have made mistakes.
Yes, we have, Dr.
And as long
Adams.
as we live, I'm a pastor.
We're going
and
to
I will say we
continue to.
will. But we thank God for forgiveness.
That's
we
right.
thank
His
God
mercy.
for the love and His mercy. So then that same love and mercy and forgiveness that He gives to us on a daily basis, we are to give to others.
And we don't do it.
So this is why I think that this classroom experience would be very, very good.
Very beneficial.